Hey, Maxium. Oh, Maxius Prime. I like that. You know, one of my favorite, like, kind of sci-fi movies or like kids movies or the big blockbuster movies are Transformers. And I never even watched Transformers as a kid. That wasn't my thing. I didn't do that. But I loved Optimus Prime and I love his voice and I love Bumblebee and I love just the artistry and the tech that is used in those movies because it really makes you feel like a damn robot is flying around like that. It really puts you in that moment. I love that. So, like, I love that name. But welcome everybody. Come on in. As we get started this morning, let me just tell everybody exactly what the F is going on. Let me tell you exactly what is going on. Okay. The purpose of ICE being in our airports, especially it's spring break, we're going on trips. Parents across the country are trying to take their kids on college tours. That's what we're getting ready to do like in a week. And the purpose of the frozen water being in airports is to frighten you, especially if you are black or brown. And ever since ICE murdered that white man and that white woman in Minnesota, is to make all the rest of us feel afraid too, especially if you're progressive, especially if you're liberal. They have them there not to help because they ain't helping nothing. They're not helping or assisting with anything. They're not trained to help or assist with anything. They have been sicked on us. They are there to keep us frightened. That's it. That's the strategy. And our response, the 92% response, is to walk in fear. Do I have us upside down? I did. The response from us, I don't know what other people going to do, but 92% what we're going to do is we are going to walk in fearlessness. Okay? We're going to simply refuse to participate in fear. Period. What did girls say? Period. Full stop. We're not doing it. Because the moment we step outside of fear, we break the spell. For real, for real. No joke. The spell is broken. The curse is broken. And when we do it, we are breaking and we are releasing ourselves and we are cleaning off of ourselves the last psychological residue of slavery. Because what they're trying to trigger in us is very old. It's very old. It goes back to our ancestors. It goes back to slavery. It goes back to that fear. And yes, I'm going there. It goes masses watching us. We better stay busy. We better keep working because massa watching. You better stay busy. He's watching us. The overseer might get me. We don't do that shit anymore. We don't do that no more. And that even trickled down into like our family dynamics as black people. I better get up. Mama's coming. I better jump up and seem like I'm working. Yeah, you remember how when you used to hear your mama, this triggering is old, is deep. Hey, Coach Nan. Let me go back and get some of these comments in the committee. There are very few TSA agents. They're not getting paid. So the vast majority of them quit. Well, I have to tell you, we have a special protection in California, and especially in the Bay Area with that. He's prepping to deploy them at the polls. Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely correct. This is his own personal goon squad, SS. That's the purpose of all of this. That's the purpose of all of it. And it's to keep us afraid, to keep us from voting, to keep us. Hey, Jamie Lee Hollywood girl. She's another one of the hardest working women alive. Hey, Align, thank you for coming in and getting your daily heart me. That's what we're dealing with. You all welcome. That is what's going on. It's to keep us frightened, it's to make us feel like we monitored, like somebody's always watching us. That's why in a lot of spaces, y'all know the saying, like black people are, hey KJ, y'all know how the saying goes, like black people are never alone because there's always somebody watching us, and they feel like they have the right to watch us. A lot of whiteness, a lot of this supremacy culture makes them feel like you own all of this. Even though they don't own nothing. They don't own the neighborhood. They don't own the sidewalk. They don't own like these spaces where we're just having brunch, kicking back, having a kiki, enjoying ourselves. They've been made to feel like it's okay to monitor us. Thank you, the aligned. That's what they've been made to feel. Okay. And so by deploying, by deploying the frozen water, deploying ice to the airports, that's supposed to make us feel afraid. And we simply refuse to participate. We're not going to do it. The moment we refuse to walk around in fear is the second the spell is broken. That's all. It spells, people. It spells. They are trying to trigger something very old in us. And so what we are doing is the 92%, and y'all know who we are. Y'all know the 92% that represents how we showed up, how we show out to vote and to participate in this experiment. Clearly, it was an experiment. It was an experiment that apparently only Black women believed in, based on the facts, based on the evidence. We're the only people that really believed in it and decided to use our strongest weapon in this battle. Clearly, we were the only ones that believed it. What we are doing is remembering. Hey, Phenomenal K. Hey, come on in. So what we're doing is remembering that no one owns us or owns these bodies anymore. No one owns our movement and our ability to be free and to move around. No one owns our mind. You can't have it. Thank you for becoming title gifter. Y'all, please become title gifters. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate it so much. I'm going to make my hair bigger. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for us today. I'm giving you all full forehead and big 1980s hair. They want to relive the 90s and the 80s. Here you go. We'll give it to you. Give you a little give you a little neon. Y'all welcome in. I refuse to be sad. I refuse to be afraid. I refuse to be afraid walking around. All right, so y'all come on in. This is the Sunshine Report. Good morning to the beautiful, bold, the brilliant Black women of the 92% and everybody that loves and supports us. Okay, this is the Sunshine Report. This is your daily intelligence briefing for Black women who are choosing rest, power, and clarity in a world that profits from our exhaustion and our confusion. I am Halicue, and this is where we take what is happening in the world, we go over the news, the culture, the energy, and we transmute it into something that actually serves us. So we don't, Black women, you not leaving here. Hey, Her Divine Alchemy, thank you for the rose. So you are not going to leave here anxious. I'm gonna even put a poll on the bulletin board and ask you how you feeling after this. Hey, y'all, let me see some demons in the chat for Her Divine Alchemy for moisturization. Correct. We are not leaving here anxious. You're not leaving overwhelmed. If you have your Black girl vitamins, you dang sure you're gonna leave hydrated. Let's just go right now and exfoliated. Y'all get into the products down into the shopping cart. The peel peeled. I gave it to myself on Sunday. It got rough and crusty yesterday. This morning came off. Now your girl is. So what you're not going to do is leave here ashy, dehydrated, and not moisturized. Y'all get into your Black girl vitamins chlorophyll drops. Let's just go ahead and get started. Let's get started. I'm not playing around with these people. These people trying to have us out here upset, afraid, afraid, have our central nervous systems fucked up. Oh no, not me. They do. They got me full circle. They got all of us full circle effed up if they think that's what's happening. Come on, get into this natural body deodorizing and hydration. They messing with the wrong one. They messing with the wrong people today. And cheers. Cheers to us, 92%. Cheers to Black women of the 92% and to everyone that loves us and supports us. Her Divine Alchemy has already given us a word this morning. She is sitting in her villainy. I heard that. That is fine with me. Pals, thank you so much. Pals is the world's she's the best moderator. She's wonderful. Yes, documentation. All we got to do is make sure you got your water bottle with you at the airport. Make sure you got your documentation and we fine. Okay. So the purpose is not to leave here anxious, not to leave here overwhelmed, but sharper, calmer, and more in control. And what is the 92%? If you are new here, let me tell you who we are. The 92% is not just a statistic. That is absolutely where our name comes from. The 92%, y'all see like right there, Yeah, like the way right there. You'll see, like right there. That's not just, yeah, like it's not just our name. It comes from 92% of Black women who showed up to vote, who have always shown up to vote for this country. And after 2024, that election in November, we made a collective shift. We said we will no longer be the most reliable, free labor force with the least return on our investment of time, money, and energy. So the 92% is a movement of women who have decided we rest instead of overperforming for y'all. We think for ourselves instead of absorbing everything and just believing every goddamn thing everybody tells us. Okay? We move strategically, not automatically, like people are remote controlling us. We prioritize our joy, our wellness, and we continue to stack our power. And every day that we come here together for the Sunshine Report, we are practicing that. So y'all welcome, come on in. Oh, wait, I'm just trying to catch the comments really clear. Really like, oh, that's so funny. Her divine alchemy says, she says she's sitting in her ability. She says, they trying to make me one anyway. Might as well, girl. You ain't never lied. Seriously. When I tell you, you ain't never lied, really, from the bottom of my heart, I am with you right now. So, right now, before we get into the news, let's ground ourselves in the second big decision that Black women made after November 2024. Oh, and before we get into that, can I just say, I got a question that says, but I don't know how I feel about us not voting. Did nobody say we weren't going to vote? No one, what? That's our superpower, the way we show up to vote, the way we prepare to vote. It doesn't matter what they do. He can try with this Save America Act, which is just about voting suppression. He can absolutely try with that and try pressure in Congress. That's why he sicked ICE on us, because he's like, pass my voter suppression act, or I'm going to sick ICE on y'all at the airports, especially in liberal cities, and just fuck up travel, fuck up the airlines, fuck up our experience, fuck up our ability to escape, to get away, to be on vacation, to snap out of this jacked up reality they got us trying to live in. All right. Of course we vote. We always vote. That's our superpower. We're going to continue to do it. Okay. And so I'm saying that not to everyone else. I don't care about everybody else, but to Black women, of course we vote. But if people don't earn our vote, what we're requiring for the first time is for people to earn our vote. And they don't want us doing that. They just want automatically, they just want us. They feel like they just get us in a package. No, we're saying earn our vote. We're always going to vote. We're going to tick every box except the one. We're going to tick the box of people that earn our vote. And might we have to use our vote to punish some people? Yes. Might we have to leave something blank, or better yet, write in the candidate that we want? Yes. But we always going to vote. Okay? Now they have to earn our vote. Now what? Now what? Okay? And why are we doing it? We're doing, her divine alchemy said, we're going to vote and they not going to like how we move, but exactly, that's their problem. Smartest girl in class. Her divine alchemy says, we're going to vote and they're not going to like how we vote. And that's just their problem. The way it is their problem. Let us see what's going on in the, we got two chats going. That makes me so happy. Welcome. Good morning. Oh, Tiff says, hey, Tiff, coming to us from the tube that is you. She says, joy is an active resistance. You ain't never lied, okay? I refuse to be in a constant state of panic or anxiety. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Middle managers of the world, whiteness, Lord knows. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Good morning, my Leo sister. Tiff critiques Big Brother police state. That's exactly what they're trying to do. This is what fascism is. This was actually written about in Project 2024. It's about the 2025. That's exactly what was written in. I would really rather us be reading like Black authors, but every now and then, like, we need to go back and review that fucked up manual they wrote for themselves. Okay. And this is where, in addition to us talking about the news, and let me get our news stories pulled up. Lord, the way this man be lying on Iran. I know Iran is like, why is this man lying on us like this? Just straight lying. Oh, this is wonderful. Way to bring Vance into it. This is good. Y'all remember the way they tried to you remember the way they tried to blame Kamala for everything that Biden did, like the vice president can control the president. Okay, I love this. Thank you. Thank you for bringing Vance into this. The Middle East crisis live. Pakistan reportedly favors Vance for role in possible US-Iran peace talks. That's because he's weak-minded. That's because he's a weak-minded couch. I'm sorry. That's because he's a weak-minded, pillowy guy liner wearing. He ain't made out of much. That's why they want him in US Iran peace talks. Iran names new security chief because y'all know they murked the last one. Lord, they're attempting to broker negotiations because Iran is like, we ain't talking to nobody. We ain't talking to these hoes. Iran said we not talking. Hey, Ocean Summer. Iran said we not talking to y'all. Okay. Oh my gosh. They gonna put JD Vance up there. It's all of it is gonna be disastrous. I'm here for it. Great. Insert JD Vance because y'all notice his ass has been real quiet. He's a real cowardly motherfucker. Excuse my language. He's real cowardly. He don't want to really make no decisions. He want to sit back and wait till somebody tells him something to do. And the wonderful thing about it is, if they choose him, that is automatically going to make y'all stunt queen and chief start attacking him because he can't stand when somebody else has what he perceives to be the power, the decision making, or the camera on him. Yeah, they don't know them folk. Iran's like, I don't know who you're talking about. I love it. I love it. I love that. I know Iran's like, stop lying on me. Please keep your name out of our mouth, bitch. You know we ain't had nothing to say to each other. Oh my gosh, poor TSA workers. Try to survive the second shutdown and ICE influx. I know the TSA workers. The TSA workers like, we need to get paid. Y'all just making more problems for us. Workers are in the middle of chaos from political games as Senate Republicans try to negotiate with Democrats to open DHS. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to look favorably. I know TSA needs to be paid. Correct, Grio. Grio says the stunt queen in chief wants to be the best girl in the movies at all times. Yeah, they need the camera. He needs the camera on himself at all times. He is basically an aching, gaping hole of it, like needing attention and being the center of everything, even if it's fucked up attention. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of awful, but her divine alchemy says, but see how people go and say, do I know you once they choose to delete interactions? Yes, they do. They sure do. The second you decide to like not have nothing to do with these hoes, then they're like, no, I know her. I don't know why she's acting like that. I literally had somebody say that. I could hear it with an earshot. And I was like, bless her heart, she's still operating on an old timeline. They do. That is so true. Insecurity. Crystal says insecurity and malignant narcissism. Indeed. Indeed. So, y'all, this is the reason as we get ready to get into the news this morning, we need to ground ourselves in decision number 2. We're talking about it all throughout. We're talking about it all throughout the month of March. What was that? What was the second big decision we made after November 2024 as Black women? I call them the 7 crucial decisions. The first one was rest. We're tired. Leave us alone. Stop asking us for shit. They're the ones that got us into this mess. I will never forget that. That's the first time I went viral. It was like a week after the election, and I'm just doom scrolling, and here comes this woman talking about what can girl, thank you, D. D the queen is here. Y'all put some D's in the chat, please, for D. And the first thing they want to know is, what can we do to make you feel safe, Black women? We're like, bitch, nothing. Nothing. You had your chance. You had your chance to do something to make not only Black women, but all marginalized communities, including your ass as a woman, to feel safe. That was your chance. And then the nerve to come onto Beyonce's internet and then to ask us, what can we do? Nothing. Yeah, they showed. And then to me, just the rudeness of coming to us, still asking us questions, asking us to do something. Nothing. Leave us alone. We're resting. That was the first decision. And the second decision, so crucial. And this is the ice edition. Let's look at it through the lens that is bullshit with ice and them sticking ice on us. We decided as Black women to reclaim our minds because right now, what we are seeing in these airports, ICE presence, federal agents, heightened visibility, people being dragged places, hog time. Yes. This is not just about logistics. This is about an atmosphere. They want us to feel surveilled. They want us to feel watched. They want us to feel tense. They want us to feel unsure. And that is not accidental. That is psychological. It was like Malcolm X. Exactly, Crystal. It was like Malcolm X. That's true. When that little white woman in the beret in the movie asked what they could do. Nothing. Yeah, ICE isn't smartest girl in class. Look at her just coming in. D says ICE is an energy harvest. Correct. Absolutely correct. Oh, hello. Oh, Tango. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being in and coming in. Okay, so let me try to give you right now in this moment, okay, the clean truth. Fear is not, because what they want from us is fear. That's the clean truth. That's the 92% truth. They want fear from us. They want us walking around scared because if we're scared, we're more likely to comply. We won't make problems, right? So the clean truth is this. Fear is not protection. Fear is not preparation. Fear is control. In abusive relationships, they live right by each other. Whenever women on the hotline used to ask me, why is he doing this abuse, this, da, 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 I'm like, girl, try to control you through fear. That's it. And so for Black women of the 92%, mental liberation means this. You walk through that airport like you belong to yourself. Yes, we stay aware. Yes, we have our documentation. Okay? But we do not internalize that spirit or surveillance or authority over our spirit. We are not going to do it. Because the moment we do that, we have handed over something to them that they feel like they are owed, that they have based on this fucked up lie of supremacy. We hand over something that has never belonged to them. Never. That they're actually afraid of. Our spirit, our strength, our divinity, our power, our dominion over our mind, body, and spirit. That is what Black women of the 92% are doing. We are reclaiming full and total dominion over our mind, over our beautiful bodies, and our spirit. They're still addicted to it. They're addicted to our labor. They're addicted to our energy. No mas, no more. Girl, thank you. And y'all, thank you for lighting it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So that's what that is. That is the clean, pure, unfiltered, 92% unadulterated truth of the situation. Okay, so here's how we move. We stay observant. We stay using one of those beautiful gifts that we have. Because to me, the 92%, it's not just Black women. It's not just Black women voters, although we are amazing and that is our superpower and it's our strength. All right. We observe. We don't absorb. We comply where it's necessary, but that don't mean we shrink. We stay aware. We never spiral. And what we damn sure don't do is walk around like mass is watching. We better do this. We better fuck that. When we do that, that's how they keep this fucked up reality video game going. We have to resist that. That's how we break the spell. All this is spells trying to impose upon us this dictatorship, this fascistic reality. We reject it wholeheartedly. All right. Okay. That is what we're doing. Is everybody, y'all get me? Y'all let me know if you feel what I'm saying, if we're getting what I'm saying. Please let me know. I appreciate it. And also, y'all, I do want to clarify something before we keep going, and especially in light of what's going on. Thank you for that daily harmony. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all, thank you for tapping the like button. Thank you for sharing out the live, not only here, but also on the tube. That is you. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I also want to get clear about something, especially y'all know this is my favorite thing. This is our founding documents that I can't never keep right side up. These are our founding documents. I got a comment, and I'm going to make a video on it, but I got a comment saying, but I don't know about not voting. Like, I take voting so seriously. I say, girl, we're Black women. We gonna always vote. What you talking about? Of course we're going to vote. And y'all, thank you for tapping. Thank you for engaging your tappers and using your fingers and hitting those likes as many times as you can. Let me catch these comments. Hey, Diamond, how are you? Ooh, Jen Carr says, move. I love this. Jen Carr says, move in confidence. We didn't vote for this. We didn't create this. And we ain't got to live in this reality. We ain't got nothing to be. And again, I tell us as Black women, we ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Everything, the worst things that have happened, everything that has happened on that Epstein Island, everything that Epstein class be doing to get their rocks off, all of that we suffered already in slavery on these plantations. We have already suffered it, and we have already overcome it. That we're not going back ever. What did Kamala say? She said, we're not going back. Black women refuse. The rest of y'all can stand around scared and cowering. We're not gonna do it. No haps. Okay. Tiff Critique says, no red or blue pill for us. Damn the Matrix. We ain't in y'all's raggedy ass system. You ain't never lied, girl. Thank you for that. And it's no longer vote blue, no matter how uncommitted and independent. Earn our vote fully. We ain't never said we weren't gonna not vote. Y'all wish we wouldn't vote. That's their dearest wish, that we not vote. Not gonna happen. We move in confidence. Yes, we did not vote for this. Okay, yep, they have to stand in line like the rest of us. We are not going back. Not ever. So listen, let me be abundantly clear on this. Let's be abundantly clear. Let's have a right understanding, and let's get some straightening between ourselves, Black women in the 92%. Being team uncommitted does not mean that we don't vote. Absolutely not. We vote. We always vote. That's why we're the bad bitches of progressive politics. That's what that is. That's bad bitch status. And people are going to start treating us and valuing us the way they ought to. Okay? We vote. Black women vote. We always vote. That's our superpower. What we're saying is our vote is not automatically assigned. Y'all's asses got to earn it. And the criteria is very clear. Here's the criteria before y'all start coming to us talking about we need to all come together. I told y'all yesterday, applications for unity and let's just all come together no matter what, closed. The portal is closed. Y'all can tell them, oh, if you want to apply for allyship, send it to Halicue. She's the 92% rep for the West Coast. Tell them to send it to me. And just between us, the portal is closed. Portal is closed. Portal is closed. If people want to earn our vote, it's very clear. We may turn it into a political platform, but they keep fucking with us. We may form our own political party. The criteria is very clear, just so everybody understands. And I'm going to smile when I say it because I feel good about it. Before you come talking to us, trying to, and you need to learn our issues. Our issues are number one, anti-racism. Where is your work? Hey, everything, Aaron. Where is your work on being anti-racist? Criteria number one. Criteria number two, where, and show your work. Where is your work on being anti-misogynoir, this hatred of everything that is Black and feminine? Number three, third criteria, where are the policies that center our lives, our health, our wellness? Where are your policies that make sure we have access to healthcare? That we're able to start fighting these horrible numbers that Black women have to deal with in the disproportionate way we suffer from autoimmune disease, chronic inflammation, racialized stress, increased infant and mother mortality. Where is that? Until then, Black women remain uncommitted. Don't ask us to send you no money unless you're a self-proclaimed member of the 92%, like our girl Jasmine Crockett. Y'all go look at Erin's latest post. Okay. Follow her. Look at her latest post. If you don't lead with your anti-racism, your anti-misogynoir policies that center us, our lives, our safety in our communities, helping us to build businesses, improve education in our schools, helping Black women pay for education. That's where they get us stymied. That's the only thing that's keeping us from being the most educated demographic in the country. It's not that Black women got a problem getting into school, doing our work once we're in school, and getting these degrees. I need not say more on Black women and our love of degrees. We love degrees like big girls love cake. I say that as a big girl who loves red velvet cake, who probably has a bizarre fixation on it because I come from Mississippi. People don't make red velvet cakes the way Black women in Mississippi make red velvet cakes. We didn't even call them red velvet cakes. Those were called Christmas cakes. That's why it's weird seeing red velvet all year, because used to be red velvet didn't show up but at Christmas time. Okay? So until then, until you can show your work on anti-racism, anti-misogynoir, and policies that center our lives, we remain uncommitted, not disengaged. We're not confused. We're being strategic. That's the way that works. Okay? Yeah, girl, Christmas cake. You used to, did nobody make red velvet cake if it wasn't Thanksgiving or Christmas? What did I just get? Oh, cardamom pod for my Chinese baddie tea. No, what's lane cake? I don't know what that is. Oh, yes, and clean. Oh, girl, clean food policy. We've raised entire generations of children on garbage food. The kind of stuff my mama wouldn't even let us eat. It was a lot of stuff we just couldn't have in the house growing up. I don't know if it was because of we couldn't have white bread in the house. It was like a green vegetable with every like meal. Almost all of our meals were cooked at home, even if the children were the ones cooking it. Tiff says over here, pragmatic professional. Girl, I like the way you say that. I'm not able to pin that. I'm gonna show it on the stream. Tiff says, pragmatic professional voters. I like that, girl. I'm gonna write that down. That is exactly what we are. We are pragmatic professional voters. I like that. We're not giving it away for free. Because it's I always hated that saying, why would somebody buy the cow if they could get the milk for free? But we're going to have to use it in this instance. My parents didn't allow me to eat that. We couldn't have sugary cereal. It wasn't sugary cereal and shit didn't show up till the triplets were born. When the triplets were born, then it was freaking all kinds of shit. Tricks. We couldn't even have frosted shredded wheat. Like it was plain ass shredded wheat. We couldn't have all of that. I agree. And keep these ideas coming. The elders knew we needed substance. That is so true, girl. I'm going to show that on the stream too. They did. They knew we needed that. That is so true. Okay, so let's remember that. Like, don't get confused. I'm going to make a video on it. All right. Now let's get ready for some news. We already got started with. Okay. And one of the aspects, let's get into a little bit of stuff about this fucked up voter suppression. They're trying to pragmatic professional voters. I love it. You know, that's a t-shirt. That's a cup, isn't it? 92% pragmatic professional voters. Let's put that on the merch list. Okay, y'all don't just get us for free anymore. We're the baddest bitches. Y'all remember the way they say, like, if you're not ready for a bad bitch, if you're not ready for a baddie in a relationship, please leave us alone. Just leave us to our own devices. We're fine. We're able to take care of ourselves. And so the same thing applies Black women voters. We're the bad bitches. We are the baddies of liberal and progressive politics. And if y'all not ready for us, if you're not ready to give in to our demands and what we require for maintenance, y'all know the way baddies, we need the hair, we need the nails, we need the skincare. Okay, we need vacations. We need those things to like maintain. If you can't participate in helping Black women maintain being the bad bitches of progressive politics, please leave us alone. We're fine. Please leave us alone and don't bother us. Okay? We got it. We got it by ourselves. But if you want to be in relationship with us, you want to be associated with the brand, we need to see your anti-racism. We need to see your anti-misogynoir. We need to see how you address our issues. Like I tell my daughters, we're dealing with these boys. If these boys don't show up making you happier and making your life easier, don't bring them around me. Don't bring them around me. Damn sure don't bring them around your daddy. That's why their father has taken them to over 60-something countries. I don't know how these boys going to impress these girls. I truly don't. Also, not my problem. You know what I mean? Yes, ma'am. I'm serious. Do not come around here bothering us. If you can't show up as a candidate, if you can't show up making us happy, if you can't show up solving our problems, we're not interested in the relationship. Thank you very much. Hey, Kevin. Okay. All right. So one of our top stories, top Democrat says y'all stunt queen in chief is a complete fraud. No shit. Thank you, Jen. I will continue to preach. I will on our behalf. Jeffrey says this guy is a complete fraud. Thank you for speaking plainly. Thank you. Oh, girl, just to become a super fan. Girl, we're going to have an excellent activation on Friday. A little bit of housekeeping. Okay, so on Friday at 3 o'clock Pacific time, we're going to have our super fam activation. That's where y'all come in and I take care of you. I share everything I have that week and all the modalities. Last week, we talked about the archetypes of building our businesses and our projects as Black women of the 92%. We talked about being visionaries and being alchemists, and we did a little activation with that. I won't forget you on Thursday, girls, 6 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Am I correct about that? Yep, I got us right after co-working. I'm putting an extra circle around a girl. Me and her divine alchemy. We're going to have a conversation at 6 o'clock. Y'all join us. Y'all are going to love it. I always love talking with I always love talking with her divine alchemy. Please follow her. Finally, they admit we've always known. President, he's been a fraud. The man used to pretend to be a billionaire and a businessman on TV. Y'all, they said his office was so nasty, useless, and unorganized, they had to build a set for The Apprentice. Okay? Let me show a little bit more. Earlier, The Guardian reported that Donald Trump, I said his name. God damn it! Lake Lanier water. I sincerely despise saying that man's name. I don't know if y'all notice. I try never. Y'all need some Lake Lanier water. Lean close. I'm gonna do you like I do my kids. Lean close with the Florida water. Come over here. Let me clean that fucked up energy. Come lean close and get this Florida water. Everybody lean close. Everybody. Come close. Okay, Cheeto 45 and Debo 47. Yes, ma'am. A demented lunatic. Yes, Valgorithm. A demented lunatic con man. His supporters are born marks and proud of it. Oh my gosh, that's one of the smartest things I've heard in a while. I ain't never seen people that are so happy to be ignorant and loud. When I was growing up, I was afraid of ignorance. I was afraid of it. I love this. Tiff says, the political parties have shown we must be focused on our interests solely. Allied voting has not worked for us. You ain't, yes, ma'am. The elders knew we needed substance, and we have top-tiered raised children have a right for top-tiered suitors. Indeed. A lot of, and I'm going to say it the way I say to my daughters, a lot of work, blood, sweat, tears, attention. The reason my husband retired at the age he retired was to spend time with these girls. And to become coach dad. Single-handedly just took over their sports. They're going to Junior Olympics. They're doing elite soccer stuff. We're taking them here. We're taking them there. He lost his dad when he was 10 years old. And he said, We made enough money. We're comfortable if we live intelligently and within our means. He wanted to make sure he was 100% there for them because he missed that horribly. Okay. I know, girl. Thank you for lighting a candle for me, girl, because I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to say that man's name. The sage is out. Keep it lit. Thank you. And so I tell the girls, I was like, a countless amount of time, energy, and the money has been poured into you girls and making sure you had a loving, abundant, supported childhood. Okay. Same with us, the 92%. A lot of time, money, and energy has gone into us being the baddest bitches of liberal politics. And God damn it, if politicians show up and they are not prepared to have us live in the manner to which we have become accustomed, to hell with them. We're not interested. Okay? We're not interested at all. So let me get back. Top Democrat says, earlier we reported that y'all stunt queen in chief who has been urging senators to limit mail-in voting. This hypocritical bitch, because y'all's stunt queen of a chief, y'all so-called president is so bitch made. Like, oh my God, he is the sorriest bitch alive. I know that man has never brought a woman to climax in his life. Hey, Carrie, of all I'm a victim, no one's ever been treated like me. Felon, felonious ass. Sexual assaulting, child abusing ass. Hey, girl. So earlier, The Guardian reported that y'all stunt queen in chief, who's been urging senators to limit mail-in voting, he just voted by mail for an election in Florida. But his people too stupid. They weak-minded. They sorry. They feel like they are owed everything that we as Black, even Latinos, Asian people, they feel like they are owed what we have and what we have worked for. They sorry. They useless. They've been fed this diet of the lie of white supremacy, so they don't know how to do nothing. At the same time, and they live in the same hypocritical way that we does. It's people that's been on disability, Medicare, Medicaid, assistance, SNAP, TANF, talking about like voting against their own interests, voting against their own energy subsidies that came to them because of progressive and liberal politics and politicians, voting against it. It's ridiculous. They're all like unbelievably hypocritical together. And he knew exactly how to play on these dummies. He knew exactly how to do it. So Hakeem Jeffrey says on the Bird app, I don't know why y'all still over on the Bird app. This guy is a complete fraud. Don't ever believe a word he has to say about election integrity. Hakeem, sir, I met Hakeem. Sir, you can't believe nothing that man says on anything. On nothing. Why? Because all Jake do is what? All Jake do is front and lie. Say, sir, thank you for following. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All he do is front and lie. D the Queen says his supporters are fighting for a promotion on a plantation that needs to be burned down. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me hit the chat one more time. It's so true. Rules for thee, but not for thee, dummies. Yes, indeed. And that's not how we're operating anymore. Records from county elections office show that Trump registered. I said it again. God. Let me have some chlorophyll water. You know, it's a natural body deodorizer. It's down there in the chat. It's down there in the mall. This is chlorophyll water by Black Girl Vitamins. That's a cleansing chaser. Let me just, hey, soda pop, baby. Oh my God. Cheers to you, 92%. Y'all get your Black Girl Vitamins chlorophyll water. It's down there in the mall. I have it every morning. We should all have it together every morning. I hope everybody has their nourishing beverages, 92%, every single morning. Records from the county elections office show that y'all stunt queen in chief registered at his Mar-a-Lago residence, voted by mail in a race between Democrat Emily Gregory and Republican John Maples. By the way, Republicans are to blame for all of this. In case anyone's wondering why we have all of these issues at TSA, Republicans don't have any trouble saying it. They been came to a negotiation. Republicans and Democrats, where we said, listen, we're gonna pay for everything except ICE. We're not paying for these hoes. Hey, the voice guru Carol. Y'all come hang out with me, everything Aaron Ashley, and the voice guru Carol on Friday at 4:00 Pacific Standard Time for Black Girl Podcasters. Okay. If you're a Black girl podcaster with a dream of a podcast, a question about how to start one, or you want to promote a podcast, come hang out with us. Y'all get into her world. Okay, so this hypocritical son of a bitch just voted by mail. Okay, can I just let everybody know the tea on this? Why do Republicans need for fewer people to vote? Statistically, it has been shown the fewer people vote, the greater chances they have of winning elections. I think elections. That's another thing. That's another thing I think we should put on our platform. 92%, but like voting should be compulsory for everybody. We should have mail-in voting. I am so tired of this. 4:00 Pacific time for Black girl podcasters. Y'all please join us. Okay, so he's long railed against mail-in voting. Also, he's slow, y'all. He don't understand nothing except making like exciting anxiety and fear and like fury. That's all his bitch ass knows how to do. Yeah, they can't win if everyone votes. So they make it as difficult as possible. That's why Alito on a Supreme Court may he leave this earth as soon as humanly possible. Y'all know Grandma, I don't like to be wishing on folks' demise, but when I heard what Alito had to say, like, well, my birthday is on a certain day, do I blah 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 blah? You know, Alito, fuck you. I'm ready for you to go meet the choir invisible too. He's just another hack. The Supreme Court is so effing disappointing. Y'all, thank you for tapping the hell out of the screen and hitting those hearts and subscribing. Subscribing on the tube that is used, the same thing as the Daily Heart Me. Thank you for joining our family. Thank you for lighting it up. If you're feeling picking up when I'm putting down, I appreciate it. So his mail-in vote comes as the y'all stunt queen pushes the Save America Act, a sweeping election. Thank you, Cinderella. A sweeping election reform. It's not an election reform bill. It's a voter suppression bill. You know who you can't suppress? Black women. You can't suppress the 92%. They can try. The only kind of press 92% is interested in is a crisp iron press and a good crease in our pants for summertime. The only kind of press we worried about is a silk press. The only kind of press we worried about is making our haters steam pressed. That's all we worried about. Y'all not going to suppress our vote except for 3. SCOTUS is nothing but Heritage Foundation plans. You ain't never lied. Let's pin that. Let us pin that. You are so correct. Okay. The bill would require voters to provide proof of citizenship when they register and to present immigrants can't vote. They still pushing this damn lie. They can't vote. Voter fraud is the least relevant issue we got to deal with voting. That is another lie. And by the way, 9 times out of 10, whenever we do research and investigation into people that have tried to commit voter fraud, you know who it is? Republicans, conservatives, red hat dummies. Every time. Y'all look it up. I promise you. Soda. Thank you. I love those. Thank you. That was so pretty. Thank you. I love the interactives, y'all. Thank you so much. Okay. Also, the bill will require voters to provide proof of citizenship. No one needs red states. They ain't got no paperwork. They ain't got no passports because they don't ever want to go nowhere because they limit it. They limit it. They don't want to go nowhere. Learn nothing about other people. Valgoritham says there were 77 cases over 24 years. They asked FBI Director Googly Eyes, and he didn't even know. Girl, Director Googly Eyes. My daddy always said, I told y'all this. What's his name? Starts with a K. What's the FBI? Patel, Cash Patel. My daddy said, I'll never forget this. He said, if you could see He said, "If you could see all the way around somebody's eyes, that motherfucker is crazy as a shithouse rat." I'm telling you, that's what my daddy said, and I believe him. With them, Crystal, you're correct. Every accusation is a projection, and every denial is a confession. You ain't ever lied, girl. That's just the truth. Yeah, that's just true. That's just the math. That's just math. That's just science. Okay. When it comes to Republicans, Crystal is correct, girl. Thank you for sharing that. Every accusation is a projection, and every denial is a confession. Okay. Requiring voters to provide proof of citizenship. No one these hoes ain't got no passports. No one these hoes ain't got no passports when they register and to present approved identification when they go to the polls. Again, that's another reason ICE is at the airport to get us used to seeing they thugs and they damn goons to try to scare us. That's why Black women are walking beyond fear. We're not doing it. Y'all can go straight to hell. You can go straight to hell, truly. Okay. Also, this isn't the first time in recent years that y'all stunt queen in chief is voted by mail. Like he's just let's see what Chuck Schumer has to say. Chuck, I ain't got nothing against you except I think that it's time for you to retire, bro. The Democrats' leader in the Senate is contemplating a potential deal to fund the Department of Homeland Security and its potential closure. The site says Schumer says he sees the path to reopening the department and by extension some of its effective constituent agencies such as the TSA, but is still seeking further Republican concessions. Okay. Bless your daddy and soul for the truth. I'm telling you, there's a word for that. Sanpakuaj. Yep. Yep. That is true. That is true. D the Queen says, sounds like an old script. Poll tax, literacy test. Yep. Soap bubble test, ID requirements. We have seen this movie. You're right. This is all of this happened in Mississippi. I remember asking my grandparents about it. Sanpaku eyes. My dad didn't know that. Thank you for, but you're right. I think I watched like a YouTube on it. It is very frightening. I don't know. Ooh! I bet. Cash Patel is the kind of person, y'all, that's how I act with women around here that's got the fucked up plastic surgery with the lips, the filler. I be at parties. Coach Dad sometimes is like, "You're doing it again." I'm like, "I am." I have a very expressive face. So if you get into my face with all that filler and your lips looking crazy, I have a tendency to stand there at the party looking at you like I'm very, and my and Coach Dad is like, "Babe, you've got to stop doing that. Like, really, I know you can't help it, but you got to stop." If I was in front of Cash Patel, how do people be talking to him without being like, "Mhm, mhm." I don't know how they do it. And that story about how DHS can just accidentally mark a passport as stolen and it won't work. Yes. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. It's so weird. Like every time I see him, I'm like, say what you want to say about James Comey, and I don't like him. He deserves everything he got for fucking it up with Hillary and his arrogance and his presumption, like with Hillary. Like he got what he deserved, but I was like, but the man wasn't hard to look at. He didn't look crazy. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you, Aaron, guardian of my gift gallery, girl. Thank you. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth, Golden Lady. Thank you so much. I try with the energy. Rule seriously, y'all know I'm telling the truth. I mean, say what you want to say about Christopher Ray or any of them. Like they wasn't crazy to look at. And we supposed to listen to him. Thank you, D the Queen, girl. Thank you. We supposed to listen to him of all the insanity. Crazy as hell. And we supposed to take these fools seriously. Y'all, what else is happening in the news that is important for us to know? Okay, they say they're weighing a deal. Ooh. All right, let's see what else we got, y'all. That's hot off the presses today. I'd be scared to look at the news, but I'm gonna look at it because we're gonna take it and we're gonna transmute it. Oh, these people are they are shameless. Oh, no shit. Here we go. Speaking of democracy and shit that white people don't really believe in, and definitely Republicans, and it's always the people that's like MAGA, America. They don't believe in democracy. They don't believe in it. So this again from the Guardian, and y'all know my favorite sources for news are the Guardian, the BBC, the Guardian, the BBC. Um, what am I missing? NPR, PBS. I love PBS for the news. Y'all, if y'all want an intelligent news program and you want to watch a screen, like watch PBS NewsHour. It is the most okay, y'all. I have had half a gallon. I'm so sorry. I gotta pause live for a hot second because I've had a half a gallon of fluids. I'll be right back. Guys, I'll be right back on the tube that is you. So sorry. We gotta do a real quick bathroom break. And we're back. We and we're back. Got it. Here we go. And we're back. So sorry guys. What can I say? I in our time together, because you know that black women, the only thing that we are at war with, hey Miami, that's my sister from Mississippi. The only thing, how are y'all? Is everyone doing 90%? Oh, thank you, girl. We have such good home training. If there's anything that black women have, and especially black women of the 92% have, in addition to discernment, intellect, psychic perception, and pattern recognition, it is the home training. I love us, girl. Thank you for coming in and speaking. Down south, that's what we call it. Like if you wake up in the morning and you didn't say good morning to every adult like in the house, it was like, you gonna come in here and not speak? Thank you. That makes me feel like so, makes me feel so at home. All right, let's see. So, in another story, US democracy has settled into a diminished state. Understatement of the year. Why? Because only black women, like truly, I think we're the only people that actually take democracy seriously. Brightline Watch researchers see stabilization in democratic health but at lower levels and a sharp decline. The health of American democracy is measured by those who study it most closely is settled into a diminished state. Understatement. People aren't using the right words. If anything, it is crashing and burning. It is being destroyed from the inside out. We were raised with manners and etiquette, weren't we? Weren't we? We were. Oh my gosh, Valgorithm says, yep, they don't believe in democracy, rule of law, actual freedom, the Constitution, church, and state. Oh, yes. Y'all noticed the way they keep saying do it for Jesus? Y'all Snow Queen and Chief got up in front of somebody today and said, oh, pass the Save Act for Jesus. Oh, the health of American democracy is measured by those who study it most closely, has settled into a diminished state. Stabilizing after a sharp decline last year, but still well below the levels recorded before the start of y'all Stunt Queen and Chief's second term, according to. I don't know why this is even necessary. The last time the man was elected, do you know what happened? Plague. Literally plague. Not even exaggerating, plague. Seriously, the roof, Rock Goddess. Hey, Rock Goddess. Black women have saved us so many times. I love you all. Girl, thank you. We love you back. Thank you. We're very loving and friendly and fun to be around. We are the vibe. We are the aura. We just not doing no group projects right now. That's all. Please still invite us to brunch. I do want to go to Matt Pilates. I absolutely do. I will meet you for coffee. I got a meeting right after this. I'm gonna go to Democracy Hour. Okay. Oh, damn. And now I gotta go to bar class. I was on the wait list. God damn it. Okay. Let me drink some. Oh my God. Oh, speaking of bar class, y'all, I think I have this in here. Let me see. I'm gonna add a product. Is it in here? I better have it now, actually. Y'all, if you are on any kind of weight loss journey, or y'all know how, not that, not you. There we go. Wait, where'd it go? Is it there? No, it's gone. Hang on. Y'all, this is my magnesium. Y'all get this into your, do you, it is so important for those of us like over 40. If you have any issues with muscle cramps in your legs at night, like if you're on any kind of weight, like if you're on a cut, you're on your health and fitness, you're trying to, get into fighting weight. Y'all know I got like a lot of inflammation in my knee. Here is your magnesium. You need magnesium. I have already had mine. I must have taken it. I knew, like I took it this morning. It has a cute little berry taste. This is your magnesium. You need this every day. I can tell I'm a really need the magnesium. I'm just starting to take it every morning, like especially on the days I got to work out. So tonight I'm going to bar class. So my ass is like, take it. Cause I be having leg cramps and stuff that are just insane. I ain't never had leg cramps like this since I was in puberty. Like y'all know when you turn like 12, 13 and your calves and stuff start locking up. In addition to all the hydration, y'all, the magnesium is so important. Okay, so this is mine. This is the one I need. And this is the one I use. It's made with all natural ingredients. It has 8 different kinds of magnesium: glycinate, citrate, malate. For comprehensive benefits. It uses natural flavorings. It's sweetened with a natural fruit. It's called the Kentempi fruit extract. So it's a sugar-free option. Your electrolytes are in here, your hydration. It provides electrolytes for hydration and cardiovascular health. So y'all, I be needing this at night. If I did not take it, I would have the craziest leg cramps. And I don't wait to take it at night. I do it ahead of time. The magnesium for me doesn't make me sleepy, but it is a muscle relaxant. Y'all, this is what you need. I promise you, Vibe Wellness Woman. And I also think Ocean Summer kind of advised me to make sure that's who I listen to for my advice, actually, on my supplements. Vibe Wellness Woman and Ocean Summer. Ocean Summer is literally the reason I'm drinking like Black Girl vitamins. Chlorophyll water. It is now a part of my routine. Here is so literally I just got the notification that I'm in bar class, which means hard muscle work, muscle fatigue. Y'all, if you over 50, you need to be lifting weights of some time, even if it's your own body weight. Y'all doing the planks, doing your little push-ups and stuff like against the counter until you can get down on the floor. I am working on all this inflammation with my knee. And so I'm working out more, and as we get older, the emphasis has to be less on cardio. I'm finally taking this advice that I've been given by medical professionals. I am not one, but I have been told that like we have to the emphasis has to be less cardio, more lifting weights for our muscle growth and bone density as we get older. And so when I do that, even with all of the hydration I'm doing, y'all, I be getting leg cramps at night. And so this is what guarantees that I do not have to worry about getting leg cramps at night. And you might be getting leg cramps at night if during the day when you're doing your stretches at your little desk, you'll be flexing your feet, pointing your feet. If your feet start cramping up when you do a little flex point, girl, take your magnesium. And this is mine. I want y'all to get into it. And it's reasonable, 8 different types. Oh, and the scoop is tiny. I already had mine this morning. I had a little berry drink with my electrolytes. There's this kind of electrolyte that I really like. It's really salty. It's a teenager. They used to say it's a little teenager scoop. This little bitty little scoop. That's what it looks like. Girl, you put it in your cold water, you're all set. If you really want a power punch, you put your creatine and your magnesium. This dissolves beautifully into cold water, no sugar, and this is my magnesium. And by the way, I'm 53. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Okay? 53. And we need this, y'all, when we get a little older. This is a supplement we kind of can't do without. And especially if you're active. So thank you for letting me share that. Girl, I'm the queen. Me too. At a counter push-up. I ain't got to be on the ground worrying myself to death. I can knock out 20 push-ups, girl, at the kitchen counter. Okay, we're the wellness without the stress. Bitters and Shabardi are great. Okay, let me write that down. I do like bitters. I do. Girl, y'all, I got this great little it's my okra water mocktail. It's an elderberry aperitif that's alcohol free. I love a good bitter, and bitters are good for digestion. And you can get bitters without alcohol too, because y'all know I'm a boring non-drinker. All right. So no shit. Democracy is on the decline. To what else is new? What else? Seriously. Like, truly. No shit. Like, of course it is. Of course it is. Like, yeah, look at who y'all elected. And by the way, I take that back. When we travel as Black women, we ain't got to answer these questions, but white folks need to be prepared to answer them questions. This dummy, y'all, stunt queen in chief calls voting by mail cheating just days after voting by mail. Really, he can, oh my God, the way that man can go straight to hell. The way he can. Let me see. What else is new on our news? Oh, now I'm not a financial expert, but because Coach Dad is retired, right? We live on a fixed income. We live on our investments. This regime, this man, these politicians, the majority of whom are conservative and Republicans, they are stealing hand over fist and they are lawless. The SEC is supposed to exist for a reason. When I did my little legal internship at Skadden Arps when I was in college, for 2 days before the internship started, we learned about, we had 2 days of training on insider trading. These people are hand over fist. The reason that man came out and lied yesterday on Monday before the markets opened, lying on Iran, talking about we're in negotiations. That was because of the oil futures market. Okay. Top prediction market sites usher in new guardrails after senators introduced bill that could limit booming industry. They're using these future oh my God. And these prediction markets rush to institute new industry guardrails and add new surveillance tools on Monday after 2 senators announced legislation that could severely curtail the industry's prospects. So that's a little bit different, but like yesterday, somebody made a fortune, several fortunes many times over by betting on oil futures because they knew what that man was getting ready to get on TV and lie about. D says that's market manipulation and Congress should not be allowed to stock trade. I agree. That's another thing I think we should put in our platform too. Y'all, there's so many things. Black women, I think we need to demand immediate Nuremberg style trials, immediate accountability, expanding the court. There's so many things. I think this is another good one, D. Should not be allowed to trade stocks. Oh, these people just be lying and stealing. Let's see what else. Oh my God. I'm not going to get into these alpha males. All right. What did my bad bitch governor say? What trouble you getting yourself into, Gavin? Let's see what you talking about. I'll have to read that one first to see what Gavin's talking about. Y'all, I'm going to check NPR really quick. Yeah, that's what they did. Committing crimes every day. It's ridiculous. These people are sick and sad. These billionaires. I am surrounded. That's one of the reasons I think I've been feeling so uncomfortable at events I have to go to, because there's a lot of tech wealth here. There's a lot of tech wealth around, like people that are gajillionaires trying to be billionaires. They are the saddest, neediest, weirdest people that There are people that have made fortunes several times over, but they can't stand their children. They don't understand their children. They don't get why their children are incels. They don't get why their children are gay. They don't, I mean, they are so out of touch with, they can't stand their spouses. They can't stand their spouses. And it's just that, like, more money, more money, more money, because they truly have bought into this. Who am I if I'm not earning money? Like, who am I if I'm not trying to become more and more rich, if I'm not trying to hoard more and more wealth? Let's see what else we got. Y'all, that seems to be about it this morning. I'm going to go check one other thing. Yeah, like they're weird. I feel very strange being around them. I that's one of the things that's happened is, like, I swear I feel like I can't trust my fellow man. The emotional intelligence, they're just as weird, just a lack of self-awareness. They're miserable people. You know what kind of weirdo you got to be? Instead of just giving money to universities and the Met and stuff the way they used to do in the Gilded Age. Oh, D the Queen, they lack authenticity. That's why their mask is not working for them. Sure isn't. Because I'd be sitting, I could tell. Like, I'd be sitting around them, like, just guarding my energy. I'm just like, I'm here for the scary Scorpio. The second this shit is over, and don't get too close to me. I don't want y'all's fucked up energy on me or around me. They're so weird. They are the most resourced, unhappy people. And they really don't get why we're happy. They don't understand it at all. They really don't. I sincerely hope y'all get y'all's magnesium. I'm telling y'all, this is helping me have good night's sleep. Those leg cramps. I got a leg cramp that was in my inner thigh the other night. I didn't even know how to stretch that out. Oh, it is good. Girl, always. Not only that, girl, I be having protective crystals like in my hair. I be gluing them to the hairpins in my hair. I will tuck one in my brassiere, girl. I got Palo Santo matchsticks in the car. I will cleanse the entire family in that car. I will spray my children down with Florida water, girl, as they come into the house. And that's another reason we have to stay committed to being unafraid. Cause y'all, that is our MO. That's our MO for the day. I just got a cardamom pod. So good. Yeah, crystals everywhere, girl. I need to show y'all. So I need to see, you know what? I need to see if my sister's crystals are available on TikTok Shop. Y'all know my sister Megan, the Jungle Gem. She's my crystalista, girl. That's where I get my crystals, girl. I got a crystal under this mic right here. That's the kind of podcaster and live host I am. That's smoky quartz, girl, right here under this mic. To make sure this message is clean and it gets out to where it's supposed to go. All right. Here we go. Y'all, let's do our astrological report. Y'all know, as a movement, the 92%, I'll totally put it in my, hey Charlene, I'll totally put it in my shop. I love Megan. I need to put it in the girl. My sister will get with the crystals now. My sister knows what she's doing. And she puts the cutest, like, she's the original person on TikTok Live. My sister Megan was on TikTok Live well before Big Sisters ever got on there. Hello, friend. So y'all, for your crystal needs, go to my sister. She's the Jungle Gem. Jungle GEM. I need to see if her crystals are available on TikTok Shop, because if they are, I'll tell y'all. Like, I'll show y'all what she sends me. And honestly, whenever she does like a sale or something, I just like to come in and just ball out. And I'm like, what's the biggest one you have? Like, just get Big Sister the most expensive. What's the most expensive, nicest ones you have? So I should show y'all my stack. I get them all from her. And these are I don't buy crystals from anyone else. So these are, and I don't really know that much about them, girl. I just be like, that one's pretty, girl. So I get them if they're yellow, if they're good for communication, I will get them. This is one of my favorite ones, like Bumblebee Jasper. They are so pretty. So I need to see. Oh, I really love this one too. I don't even know what these are, but my sister said I should get them. So I got them. And she always puts like little extra little nuggets in there. So then you can have one for your purse and your handbag. And I keep them right there by grandma and my mom with a little light shining on them to keep them girl, yeah, I know, I just be buying them because they pretty and my sister sells them. And she knows what she's doing, like, and she knows what she's talking, like, she knows what she's doing, she knows what she's talking about. My little mean little sister Megan takes after. That's the wonderful thing, y'all. Y'all are gonna end up meeting all my sisters. And I'm gonna have to do a live where all my sisters are on here and y'all get to meet all my sisters. Like some of them are on TikTok. Um, and she's just amazing. She's a wonderful little salesperson. And in every package, and y'all tell her Halicue sent you. If you go check her out, the Jungle Gym, tell her Halicue sent you. She'll put a little happy in there. She'll be putting little stickers. That's why she reminds me of Naylin. Like Naylin never sends you a sticker without putting extra stuff in there. She'll put a little extra sticker, little extra little happy. And I love that. Like that makes your girl like very happy. So she'll put like a little extra incense cone in there. She makes these little melts, like these little candle melts that smell like cashmere and all this stuff. Like she's amazing. I will do it if I can pin her stuff. Let me see if I can pin Megan's stuff on TikTok Shop. And y'all, thank you for getting us to 100K. It says, oh, it did say 111. Does it still say? No. Now it says 112. Let me see if Megan. Where is Megan? Where's the Jungle Gym? She is so adorable. Y'all, my mama used to say she was the smartest one. I'm telling y'all, I'm not the cutest or the smartest of my 6 sisters, including my cousin Tracy. Yep, that 111. Where is the Jungle Gym? Let me see if I can put Megan's products. Uh-oh. Up here. Thank y'all for letting me do this housekeeping in real time. The Jungle. How come I can't spell? Let me just see. And y'all, then we're gonna the Jungle Gym search. There she is. Can I? It says shop. Uh-oh. Megan, can I put this? It's not eligible for commission, but I don't need no commission. I'm gonna put it on TikTok Shop. Y'all about to get my crystal stack. I'm gonna put my crystal stack in here tomorrow. Y'all will have all the crystals that y'all can have all the crystals, and she is on TikTok Shop, and y'all can have everything that I have back here. All right, y'all, let's do our astrological weather report. Y'all know, as members of the 92%, our movement was born the day after election day, the first week in November of 2024. So that means our movement's birthday. Do they have your energy? Do the crystals have my energy? I hope so. My sisters, oh yes. Yes, in very different ways. Very different ways. And the cool part about having this many sisters, like literally I have triplet sisters. Like my mom and dad, my stepfather and my mom, it's their second marriage. My mom had me and my sister Andy from her first marriage. My stepfather, who was a saint, Vincent, dad's from Jamaica. They met in Jamaica on a church trip. As I get older, I'm like, Mom, a church trip. That's how you met Dad? Okay. My dad is a saint. Like literally the man is a saint. He's a Leo too. And my mom's a Libra. My husband's a Libra and I'm a Leo. My mom's a Libra, my dad's a Leo. That's a good combination, I'm just saying. And so they were so in love. They decided to go for a little boy, and they were older, so they used in vitro fertilization. Y'all, I got triplet little sisters. They were born when I was a junior in college. They are 20 years younger than me. And the cool part is each one of them, like the older sisters, so me, my stepsister Nikki, because my dad had my sister Nikki from his first marriage. So the older girls are me, my sister Andy, my sister Nikki. And the triplets are our little half sisters, but they're our little sisters. Like they're just our little sisters. Each one of them has little traits like each one of us. So we're always like, and man, my sister Megan, man, got all that Jamaican attitude. We used to mess with her. We used to mess with her and Nikki. We're like, why y'all's purse is so big? My sister Andy said their purse is so big because that's where they keep their attitude. Ooh. But she's so sweet. She's so sweet, but She's also one of the millennials. Like she's very good boundary. Anyway, the power of three. They are something. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. Like Megan's like she's a teacher and she has her, like her little crystal business. My sister Kayla is a somatic therapist. So those of y'all looking for a Black girl therapist, she's about to go into private practice. My sister Caitlin, who looks just like our mama, just like our mom. Hair bigger than mine. Caitlin's got like a big orange afro like that she wears. And she literally sucks the energy out of the room. She looks so much like our mom. She's getting ready to get married. She's got my little niece Sav. They're about to have a little boy. I was hoping they could come out for spring break, but I think we're gonna be gone. Is Melanin and Cream on here? One of your sisters? No. Who is that? Who is Melanin and Cream? Mm-mm. My sisters are Megan from the Jungle Gym, Kayla, and Caitlin. Caitlin, Kayla, and Megan. And the older sisters, Andy and Nikki. Halicue, Andy, Nikki, Caitlin, Kayla, Megan. Plus my little cousin Tracy, who was raised with us when we were young. She looks like me. Y'all know who else they say looks like? Who says every time I go get my hair colored at the Madison Reed, they be telling me, they're like, girl, Giselle Bryant, you be watching the Housewives? I was like, no. Is she a villain? If she is, I'm interested. I'm very interested. I'll be looking Melanin and Cream. Okay, I'll look for her. Let me write that down. Knowing my daddy, girl, I don't know. Girl, could be. It could be. I had one of them daddies. He was a scoundrel. Good looking. Girl, like good looking, tall. My daddy was like 6'3", chocolate brown, had a real cute afro. He was funny. He was so funny. Yeah, girl, mine too. But like, girl, one of these days I'm gonna tell y'all these stories. We're gonna go back into Black history. I don't look like where I came from, y'all. My mom be telling me stories. You don't remember when I stabbed your daddy and I drove him to the hospital? I was like, what? Like, yeah, girl, he was locked up in the office with somebody. Somebody told me he'd taken some woman down to like Popeye's fried chicken and they were eating the chicken at the office and they had locked the door and I showed up banging on the door till he came out. And then, girl, I had to stab him. And then I took him I was like, girl, one of these days I'm going to tell y'all all these stories. I was like, no, mom, you never told me. No, mom, you never told. Y'all. Then there was the year, this was a long time ago. These are when girls, but this was a long time ago. Then there was the year, this was a long time ago. This is when the girls were little. The girls are maybe, my oldest was probably still in elementary school. Y'all know my husband used to be an exec at Ancestry. He was in charge of global marketing of Ancestry.com. That's why we lived in London. So my husband, as you can imagine, has the most extensive family tree that's on there, right? And when you own there and you do your family tree, people can they can ask about your family tree, or if they think they're a part of your family or something matches or you're a cousin and some shit, like they can get in touch with you. Y'all, I got a brother from another mother. The wife got in touch with Josh through Ancestry, through the I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. Coach Dad, don't get mad at me for saying this. But I'll never forget. He's like, "Hun, I have something to talk to you about." And I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "I got this message from a woman who's married to somebody that says that her husband is your brother, is like your dad's a son from whenever, and that he found out about 2 or 3 years ago, and it threw him into a deep depression because he was raised by another man, and he was raised in a loving family, like with this other man who I always thought was his dad. But for whatever reason, or with his questions, he finally asked, and the what would I call her? The mom, I guess, his mom admitted it. My dad was in the Navy, y'all, in Virginia, and he showed up. He was in the Navy. They met. He knocked her up. He buggered off. This is my dad. I joked that I can't do girl. Crystal says I joke I can't do 23andMe because dad was in the Navy on a ship around the world. Girl, I don't want to know. So everybody, and so she was like, girl, my family is so mad at me for all the family dirt I've uncovered on Ancestry. Girl, don't even get me started. Girl, I'll never forget when I found out. I can't tell my grandmama's business because she's right behind me. I'm not going to tell, but I want to tell, but I can't. I really can't. My grandma, I feel sometimes spiritually, my grandma grabs me by the back of the neck, by my hair, and I can't have these problems. Girls, honey, ancestry gets a lot of people in trouble. So I said, so she was like, I just want to talk to your wife. The wife was like, I just want to talk to your wife. I don't want to cause any trouble. We're very happy. We have and they did. They had this beautiful family, girl, this beautiful little black family, gorgeous. And my husband was like, so listen, I don't want to upset you, but she would like to talk to you. Do you mind having a conversation with her? And I said, yes, I absolutely will have a conversation. Everybody was mad at me. My sister Andy was mad at me. My mom was mad at me. I was like, Mom, I don't know why you mad at me. He's 10 years older than me. Dad knew her back in Virginia before he even met you or knew that you were alive or whatever. Like, why are we worried about this? So we get in touch. So she gets in touch with me, and my husband was like, how come you're so, I was like, he was like, are you sure? I was like, I tell you what, if he's at least 6'2" or 3, if he went to an Ivy League school or Stanford or Duke, the chances are very high that this is my brother. I was like, I'm just saying, of those two things, that's the way my dad turned us out. Duke, Dartmouth, Stanford, like with a mood disorder. I was like, and if he has a mood disorder, that's probably my brother. Y'all, 6'2", Princeton. Serious mood disorder. That's why the wife was interested in talking. And we had a nice little conversation. And I was like, listen, I just want you to know, let your husband know, let my brother from another, he didn't want to talk to me, or he didn't want to, it was too, girl, hey, yeah, ancestry.com gets lots of people in trouble, girl. And so he was like, I don't want to bother her. I don't want to disrupt her life or anything like that. I just have these questions. So the wife has questions. And I was like, I need you to tell my brother, I need him to understand if he is harboring any kind of notions about us growing up in some kind of fairy tale ass, white picket fence ass type of way. If they're watching you, he would girl, I bet he would. I bet he's so nice. My daddy was so funny. He has such a sharp wit, but the man truly was bipolar. He had serious issues, y'all. He was number 13 of 14 children. Now, each and every one of my aunts and uncles went to college. Hey, Glow. Each and every one. Oh, y'all, I got to go. I got an 11:45 meeting. Anyway, girl, but yeah, brother from another mother. So, girl, when y'all tell me somebody be looking like me, I'm like, okay. Okay, y'all, it got to where I couldn't even remember how many stepmoms I had. Like, my dad loved to get married. My dad wreaked havoc all over southern Mississippi, but he adored my mom, man. He did not want to let my mom go. She does. Check her out. I will check her out. Y'all, let's wrap up with, let's skip our weather report today. I just want to say before we close today, I am so grateful, and I would choose to come back I insist on coming back as a Black woman in every lifetime. In every lifetime. I am not playing with you. Okay? Every lifetime. Can y'all put in the chat every lifetime? Thank you. I just want to say before we close, can I even hear my music? Y'all know I like my music. I like a little music for our gratitude segment. I always said in every lifetime, I would panic. Ooh, if I came back as anything other than a Black woman, I don't know what I would do. And y'all, our message today was about fear and pushing beyond fearlessness, because that's what they're doing with ICE. That is what they're doing. Like, they're trying to keep us afraid. They're trying to, girl, thank you, D. They're trying to keep us in this fucked up reality, this hellscape of a reality they're trying to create for us. And Black women refuse. And I just want to say, I am so grateful. I am grateful that we are practicing to be unafraid together. Fear isolates us. It makes you feel like you're the only one. Y'all know the way they fuck with us with these microaggressions. They be making us feel like, are we crazy? Are we the only ones? Why is this just me? They can't gaslight us anymore. Why? Because we're the 92%. We come together every morning and we enjoy the kind of news, inspiration, and chit chat. Are they trying to give me another flash goal? We enjoy the kind of news, inspiration, intelligence report, com- communication, dialogue that we as Black women of the 92% deserve. I'm not trying to expand a niche. I don't feel the need to like, I got to include everybody. No, I am here for us. And I'm grateful because we are no longer alone. We went into a fucked up, dark place together the day after that election in November 2024. And instead of staying there, what did we do? We resurrected together, laughing, in joy, in refusal. We said we not about to live out somebody else's fucked up fantasy of who we as Black women are supposed to be. When they be trying to treat us like mammies, like Jezebels, like we're, like we out of control, like sex fiends, like we bald-headed, like all we know is bald-headed hoe antics. Not that we don't enjoy those, and we should in our youth. Okay. But I'm sick. That's what I heard you, girl. 1 year together. We're not gonna live out or continue to play the part of somebody else's fucked up role for us anywhere. In corporate, in our communities, in our own families, sometimes in our own toxic families and friends. So today I'm grateful for us, for our courage, our clarity, for this shared practice of living beyond fear. Because y'all, I was afraid when I first heard about the ice in there. I was very afraid. But what do we get to do together? Come in here and work this out together to feel strong and clear together, girl. Oh, thank you for following in every lifetime. Thank you, Phenomenal K. So I appreciate us. Thank you so much for being here. If this grounded you, if this helps sharpen the edge, because for some of us, doing this work is not going to make us softer, it's going to make us sharper. And I appreciate that. All right. If this helped at all, make sure you're following. Please join my bulletin board. Please follow me over on Substack. That's where the podcast lives. Catch up on all the episodes. I put all of the replays up for the live on YouTube. This one should be up immediately, and I need to put yesterday's up. And come back every morning for a new space that is for us. It is not for them, it's for us. I'm here for us first. Because when we show up for ourselves first, it trickles down to everybody else. Black women are the true trickle down economics. What's best for us, the way we vote, is what's best for everybody. Thank you. That's what's best for everybody. Because we don't just watch what's happening. Like, we as Black women, we get to decide what this shit means, especially for us, and we get to define our own terms. I love us to each and every beautiful, bold, brilliant Black woman of the 92%. All the love in my heart. All the, okay, you can't. All the love in my heart. All the love in my heart. And to everybody else, I'm going to need y'all to have the day that y'all voted for. And y'all come back and see me tomorrow morning. And let's sit in the sunshine together. Bye, YouTube. Y'all are awesome today. Thank you for the chat.